I knew you was watching the game. I see you got pro basketball player on your profile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just I was just watching.
I'm not in my usual setting either. Like I'm in Houston. That's where my son's mother lives. So I've been out here for the past 2 weeks visiting them. But I'm actually considering moving out here because I want to be closer to my son, man. Me and her, we split up about like a year and a half ago, but we had really a good relationship. And I just want to be around my son. You know, he's 3.5 now, and he's great. He loves me so much, man. I'm like, damn, I need to be closer to him. I'm like so busy focusing on myself and my career. It's like sometimes you forget about your family. You know what I mean?
Word, word. Yeah, I got a little one. She a year and a half, so that's real.
Man, it's
And
so
I see I see you're into real estate too. So like I hear a lot of good things about Texas and Houston, Dallas, and it's just booming right now as far as real estate.
man. I feel like it's a fucking gold mine out here because I was taking her mother to the airport the other day because her mother does a lot of she travels a lot. And I took her to the airport the other day, and I was driving by. They got two airports here. They got one, I think it's called Bush, and the other one is Hobby. And I was driving to Hobby Airport, and I wasn't even looking for abandoned houses, but we drove by like 4 or 5 of them, not even looking for them. And I'm just like, wow, like I was just out in Phoenix, and it's a struggle just to find one abandoned house. Like I could be driving around for hours, and I won't find one because there's so many real estate investors out there, and they're snatching them up. They're snatching them up because the prices are going up, and it's a seller's market right now. I think that's the term. It's a seller's market right now. So yes, it was tough finding abandoned houses, but I'm glad I came out here to check the market out because it seems like it's wide open. Like I'm working like 4 markets right now, so it's good to and that's one of the things that made me kind of uncomfortable. I didn't want to just be stuck in one market. I wanted to like test different markets to see, because one market you may be able to get a bunch of sales in one month. Another market it may take you a few months to get one sale. So I don't know. I'm just like experimenting right now. So yeah, it's a fun journey actually.
Y- Yeah, yeah, that's what's up.
What you in a Tesla, man? I see them Tesla. That look like the Tesla seats, man. Wait, what you in, man? Look like you're driving electric over there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, just
that's.
got it.
Oh, how you like it?
Oh man, I'm loving it. It's sweet. It's definitely been like a 2 year wait, and yeah, just visualized it and just went for it, and it's like a dream car to me. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I just stepped in one of those the other day. Like I'm in like a BMW guy, but a friend of mine popped up and he pulled up in the Tesla and I jumped inside. I didn't even know where the door handles were. I felt like, like where it was nice though. I was telling him how like damn sometimes I forget to charge my cell phone at night. And it's just like is that an
yeah.
issue for you or what? How's the charging process?
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, at first it was kind of like it might seem a little inconvenient just because of like it's probably a 45 to about an hour charge.
Yeah.
But now it's cool because like I get to meet some of the other owners, so just kind of like it's an opportunity to network really,
Yeah.
and just talk about the car a little bit more. So I've learned things through other owners and just off charging up at the supercharge station.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's cool. And then like Elon, he really thought it through. He like strategically positioned them in malls and shopping areas.
yeah,
So
yeah.
cool. I'll just go grab a coffee or something and hang out. So
Did you try the autopilot feature yet?
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I only because they give you like a 30-day free trial, but I'm not messing with it like as far as like continuing. I mean, it's cool, but man, like I've been hearing stories about it. It's just
Yeah.
crazy. people falling asleep or doing some dumb shit.
Nah, you can't
But
fall
I'm
asleep on that, man. You can't fall asleep on
yeah.
it, man.
But it's like to the point where it's damn near fully autonomous. Like it'll pretty much switch lanes on the freeway. It'll exit. But I've got my hands like right around the steering wheel
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
just in case. But it's a good experience. It's cool. It's just I mean just to see like the technology evolving because I'm in tech too. So it's like it's crazy to see it all grow.
yeah, yeah. That's dope. That's dope. I'm a car guy, so don't pardon me. We supposed to be talking about the music business, but I'm a car guy, so I can talk about cars
Yeah,
for
no,
hours.
it's look up at the stars and we still wish.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look, it's looking nice, man. You got the white seats in there. Hey, you set, man.
Yeah, it was a surprise too because the exterior is black. I was actually going for red,
Okay.
but I'm glad I didn't, and I went for the combo. So in a few weeks, I'll probably do the wrap, and I'm thinking about getting kind of like some white trimming. So it's kind of like the two tone, the contrast just adds some real cool stuff to it. So you said you're in the car, so I thought I would drop
Hey,
drop an idea I
oh
got.
man, that sounds dope, man. I'm into the Teslas right now, man. You seem like you made that's the right choice, man. That gas stuff, it's not cool. You know, when you see it,
Yeah,
you
this
fill up your tank and you see a Tesla, you're like, nah, that's not cool. You know.
it's not cool. Yeah, there's some savings too, a little bit. It's cool. But yeah, I just recently recorded and I said something like no 95 and I'm dashing on a freeway in a Tesla going 95. I thought it was pretty cool. But I was never really like the racing type and it's fast. Like the
Yeah,
takeoff, the get up is crazy. Um, but yeah, it's ridiculous how fast it is. Um, so I'm loving it. Um, yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty much a smart car, It's like
yeah.
crazy. Like they'll have like software updates once a month. It's like, man,
The
it's
future.
incredible.
It's the future.
Yeah.
You don't got that one with the insane mode, the PD. You don't got that one, do you? You don't need
I
that
don't
much
even want
speed. You don't need that
it.
much speed, man. That's too much, man.
Yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool with how it is because
Yeah,
yeah, it's super fast for me already as is. So, but
yeah.
thank you for the compliment, man. Um, I know you got good taste, man. I see you with your swagger, man, with like the red jackets. I'm like, only so many could pull that off, man. That's hard,
Hey,
man.
thanks, man.
But yeah, the Beamer's crazy too.
Yeah, I've been liking those for a while. But I'm I did it. I like the Audis, but I mean, you're dealing with I don't know, electric cars seems like the wave right now. You know what I mean? Anything that's where you're saving gas. Like for the first time, I've been buying like V8s with my shit, and I'm like trying to go bigger engines, but it was just like I just bought a new car, and it's the four cylinder model. It's the 5 Series, but it's like the 4 cylinder model, but it gets good gas mileage. Like I don't know, I guess I'm getting old. I'm sounding like a grandfather. It gets 500 miles to the full tank or 600 miles. I'm starting to appreciate that more. After having cars with the big engines and the expensive oil change and spark plugs, tune ups. Like I don't know, I'm starting to appreciate the modest gas saving models now. So I don't know. I guess it comes with age and experience. Like I'm not looking to speed. I'm definitely not looking to be doing 100 on the highway. I'm not trying to race nobody. Like I remember, I had the 650. I still got the 650 convertible, and I would be at the light, and people
Oh,
always want to race me, and it would be guys with like the stock Camaro, thinking like, dude, this is a 450 horsepower car. Like I will burn you, and they're like, they don't even know like what I'm driving. Like they don't even realize like I don't know. I'm like past all of that, but we could move on to music. Like I said, we could talk about cars for a whole hour. Like I won't even do that to you. So what's up, man? Talk to
Word,
me, man.
word.
What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of, where you're going with things. Obviously, I mean, I guess I could start by saying a little bit about me, and then I kind of want to learn a little bit about your story, and kind of maybe just go from there. Um, but I think what caught my attention was just like your channel and page, and just really being real about um, just the direction and in the business, and like being able to just stay focused and things like that. And um, for me, pretty much the short version is grew up in LA. My parents are from Egypt, and did the whole K through 12, did the college education, now doing the corporate um, kind of world. But I really enjoy real estate and real estate investing, and obviously music. And I got a studio at home, so I record. I worked with a producer for a couple of years. We did a project, did a bunch of shows at the House of Blues, different things like that. Um, Never really had like a stable agent per se, but I did have one at one point, and just did some gigs and stuff like that. Um, but never really like the time to learn a lot about the music business. It was just more of like, hey, I just have a passion for it, and um, I was already, fairly well into my career in tech and things like that. So it was just more of like, um, I would say kind of like a passionate hobby, and never really knew how to get into the business side of things where I can actually monetize it. And that's something I'm interested in doing. And so I
Yeah.
like a lot of what you were saying. And I think you got a book out. I haven't picked it up yet, but I want to listen in a little bit more about that. And that's a little bit about me. I definitely played pro ball, so that was dope. And then I'm no longer pursuing that career path, but it was fun. I played for the Surf San Diego Surf Pro team, so ABA league. It was dope. And then did a few other pro leagues and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, just I feel like that's kind of like where I'm at. And then as far as where I'm going, I feel like um, I definitely want to be a full-time, entrepreneur and artist, and really, just get in the game and be successful, as far as just, um, having a map to get to where I want to go, and really a team, because I feel like I could only get so far. Like, I'm doing a recording, I'm worrying about the marketing. It's just like so much I got to worry about, like uploading the music on wherever, and it's just so much. Not that I don't want to do it. I mean, I definitely have a decent sized plate, but yeah, I'm looking to make that transition where I can actually, monetize it, and make a career out of it. So I'd be definitely interested in something like that. I did a little bit of homework. It sounds like you worked with McConan, so that's pretty dope. So yeah, that's kind of my 5 minute spiel. If you have any like specific questions, feel free. Um, Otherwise, man, I like to learn more about yourself. So
Yeah, yeah, everything you're saying sounds great. It sounds like you're really in the right direction. A lot of guys, they get into the music business before they have other things going on. And it sounds like you already actually set yourself up where you have a career in technology. You've played basketball, so you've had other things going on to where you made money. And a lot of the stress in this business comes from not having from having a lack of money to really pursue the dream, the passion. And yeah, like when I was working, when I actually found McConan, and I hate, I don't like talking about that situation every time I do a consultation. But I mean, it was a real life experience, and it was a successful experiment. And like I said, it was a really great experience for me. When I actually started working with him, a lot of people don't know. And like I said, you got to check out the book because I really tell the whole story. And I got the audiobook. So, I mean, if you don't feel like reading, just check out the audiobook and listen to it. It's like 4.5 hours. And I'm not trying to just sell you on the book, but I gave a lot of the game in the book. But I'll tell you about my experience with that.
Right.
I was running a website when it's a long story. I don't know if you watched the other consultation videos, but I was running a website, and after a few years of running the website, it was me and my brother, and it was just us two, and we didn't really get much help from anybody else running it. And this is like before Instagram and Facebook really took off, and we had an outlet similar to World Star Vlad TV, where people came to the website to see the content every day. And we posted content every day, and then we would post our stuff in between the day-to-day content. We would slide our stuff in there. And at the time, I wasn't really trying to be an artist. Neither was my brother. And I decided to start signing artists. Once I seen that the outlet was at the point where we were, 50,000, 100,000 people coming to the website every day, I realized it's time for us to sign our own artists. So I randomly get an email one day from an artist that wanted to be posted on the website because, we were charging people to get on the website because we were doing a lot of traffic. So he sends me an email, and I answer the email. I check out the music. The music sounded unique. So I say, hey, you want to sign an agreement with us. That website was called ILP. ILP Video was the website, ILPvideo.com. I no longer run that website for several reasons because the game really changed in the past 5 or 10 years. But through that outlet, I was able to sign an artist, and I wasn't, for the first year working with him, it was like this. We were working remotely. Like I didn't even meet him in person for the first year. In the first year, he had a lot of music that he had already worked on, but it wasn't properly packaged. So my job as, his manager or his label was to properly put the music together, and put it for sale on iTunes and all the digital stores, and make sure he had a presence before anything, making sure he had the website, his Instagram, his Twitter, his website URL was all unique in one handle, instead of your Facebook is one thing, your Twitter is another name, your Instagram is such and such underscore.
Yeah.
So really just working on the branding for the first year. And then after the first year, I went out to Atlanta where he was at, and I was living in Ohio at the time. I went out to Atlanta, and I just bought a new camera. And at first, I bought a camera and I actually mailed it to him. I bought a Canon 7D off Amazon, and I mailed it to him, hoping he wouldn't just steal my camera. But I mean, I had him signed, and we were working together for a year. So I bought the camera and I just mailed it to him. And I said, "Do what you do with the camera." I think, and I believe he mailed it back to me. I really can't remember how it played out. I feel like I sent him the camera or something like that, and he shot a video with it. And then the video was good, and then I got the camera back, and I ended up going out to Atlanta because I got some family out there, and we just started shooting videos. We just started shooting videos like crazy. And one of those videos got the attention of Mike Will Made It. He was working on the Miley Cyrus project at the time. And he was looking for artists. He was working on the Ray Streamer project. And he was looking for artists that he could build his eardrummer label. And he seen that video. And I'm saying all this to say the content, putting out the video. This video that we shot, it was so random. Like, I didn't even plan to shoot this video. We were just like in Atlanta randomly, and it was just like we just kind of hopped out and did it. We just hopped out and did it. And I had this ski mask that I bought from somewhere, and I probably took the clothes off my back and gave it to him because the jacket I had on looked, it was like I think I had like some polo vest, and I'm like, here, wear this. And it was just like so random. And like, we didn't plan it. We didn't plan it. And I noticed the older I get, the more I try to plan shit too much. And it's like the over planning is like the curse. It's the real curse. It's like when you sit here trying to, now that we're older and we have more money and I don't know, like I don't know. It's crazy now because like with the Instagram and the way the culture is right now, you see people pulling off these big marketing stunts. So it seems like, damn, I want to come correct. I want to have my shit looking a certain way. I want to be in the Tesla. I want to have the nice girls in the video. I want to make sure I have the big money phone. But it's almost like the best shit is that unplanned, real life, spontaneous stuff. And it seems like, I don't know, like the people like Mike, he was in a position where he already had the millions. He was set up. He was almost on his way to making the millions, but they appreciated our grassroots random video. And that's what eventually led to the publishing deal, which eventually led to us meeting Metro Boomin in Sunny Digital, what eventually led us to making a song with Drake. And they were fans, like Metro Boomin and Sunny were fans of my website because I was posting Metro Boomin when he was at Morehouse College making beats in his dorm room. So I was like posting his videos because I was a fan of his music. I would listen to OJ the Juice Man and his beats. So I was like kind of promoting everything that I liked. But the things that I liked, they ended up liking the stuff that I was promoting. It ended up it's like one hand washed the other. It was like I'm promoting these producers, even down to like racks on racks on racks. Like that was a Sunny Digital beat. The Future. We were promoting Future before Worldstar was. So I guess the producers started, it's almost like it was really unplanned and it was really organic. Like we wasn't consciously like, oh yeah, we're gonna try to, it was kind of a unique time. And it'll never happen like that again. But I just hope you can use like the spirit of what I'm saying and try to replicate it, because I didn't plan for things to happen. Like I wasn't sitting around like, oh yeah, we're gonna like this artist that I'm working with, these producers in Atlanta is gonna like. It was really just, we were just going with the flow. I was kind of just going with my passion, and we didn't. I had a little money at the time, but I didn't have. We were working on a shoestring budget, but we were still able to make it happen. And it goes back to just not overthinking shit and just kind of doing it natural. And that's really the best advice I could give. Like, it's like just be yourself. Just do what you're doing. Do what you feel. Don't overthink the process. Don't, when you try to overdo it, that's when you fuck up. Like right now, I got this video that I did of this song, and a part of me is like, I should just put this shit out right now. But then another side of me is like, no, I want to like make it like a movie, and I want to get the girl, and I want to get the scenes. But then there's another side of me. It's like, damn, what if I just put this shit out and it just takes off because people just like, that's really what you're battling with. Like, just raw creativity versus paid, it's like paid overproduction. I don't know. Sometimes it's overproduction. And I don't know. It's a battle right now because it's a lot of people on the internet. The big corporate companies are now hip to the internet, and now they're spending the money to make these big marketing stunts. And it's just like, damn. Do I play along with that, or do I just keep this grassroots vibe and just be real with people and just let them know, hey, this is what it is, and just keep dumping the music? I don't know. So it's tough right now. It's definitely a different climate than when my shit took off, because that was about 5 years now. So the climate is a little different, but I think it's as far as just the authenticity and just being natural with it, it hasn't changed. I think people still want that genuine, this is his real life. And that's why a lot of these YouTube guys who just do a lot of vlogs, I think that's why they succeed, because they're just being
Mm,
real with it. They're just being real. This is my life. A lot of them even show like their girlfriends, and they have like this boyfriend girlfriend thing. A lot, you ever see those channels on YouTube where it's like the boyfriend girlfriend? People like that. It's, even though it's like
yeah.
it's very invasive. Like damn, like I'm exposing my life. Like I don't even want people to know who my girlfriend is. Like I don't want people reaching out to her, and I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like I don't know. It's like this battle between being private and creating this false image, or just being yourself and just letting them, just giving it to everybody and just, being real, just them accepting you, who you are in your life. And, it's, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Like, I don't want to keep ranting. I want you to get a chance to speak, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what I'm trying to say is, I think you're in the right direction. I think you have a foundation. You're not struggling. You're not out fucking trying to sell your mixtape on this corner. So I think you got a better foundation than most people. I think now it's just like just produce, putting out that,
Mm,
making that quota, like, okay, I need to be making X amount of videos per month, or I need to be making X amount of songs and putting them out. I don't know. It's all on you. A lot of people, they get so caught up in quality. This band. I manage a few people right now, and I don't know. Like, I don't want to give the wrong advice, because it is good to give that quality, but nowadays, when how it is now, I
mhm,
don't know if we have the luxury to be worried about quality like that.
mhm,
When there's
mhm.
so many people, and then you got these young guys, they don't give a fuck about quality. These NBA
Yeah.
young boys, I mean, yeah, they finally got a good cameraman, but it's almost like, this is who I am. This is where I live. This is my guys. I don't know. It's like you're battling with. It's like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what works. I don't. It's like you're battling with the spontaneous. Like, you never know what's gonna happen with the spontaneous shit. Like, a lot of these hit songs nowadays, these guys brag about, oh, I don't even write raps no more. And back
Mhm.
back when I was coming up, it was all about who had the best penmanship. Now these
Mhm.
guys get in the studio and just freestyle it. Hey, and it's just like, that's the
Yeah.
fucking hit. So it's like, I don't know. It's like this battle
Yeah.
between young and old, spontaneous and over planning.
Mhm.
I think it just goes back to content. Who's dropping the most content, and you don't want to be spending 5, 10,000 per video, because you're gonna need to make 20, 30 videos for shit might pop. So I don't know. Like, it's I,
Yeah.
I I don't know. It's almost like a feeling, like a passion. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know. I'm ranting right now. Just, I don't know. Cut me off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm loving it. I mean, I'm kind of in between, like, sort of vibing with the convo, and then I certainly have a number of questions too, and maybe I could start there. Well, I'll piggyback off of some of those things. I mean, it's real interesting because I mean, I find myself like when I'm recording more music, and I'm probably at, like, I want to say maybe 50 songs that I've recorded,
Yeah,
and I've gotten, like, maybe out of those, like, five sort of mixed and mastered. Um, so I'm kind of like definitely in creative mode, and
yeah,
I felt like the song I was kind of referring to, going dash in 95, like, I felt like that was one of my best takes, and it was like me and my brother, and we just came up with the hook, and the rest, I had certain events that I went to and certain things on my mind, and I just spoke my mind, just sort of freestyling.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting better doing that, it's just becoming more natural, where I feel like now I find a hot beat, and then it's like I'll get into the inspiration of that. And to me, I find it like I have an opportunity to speak creatively for 2 or 3 minutes about something that's real. So for me, I'm definitely more on, like, my lane would probably be definitely more on mogul talk, um, the Jays and Nips of the world and things like that. Like, that's kind of where, you know what I mean? But also, like, I'm into self-development a lot, so I really enjoy that side of it. And um, discovering uh, you know, who I am as a person, as an artist, and going through that discovery process, I think is cool, because it's so easy to get caught up in, like, so many other things, because there's so many distractions. But I find myself, like, really, when I'm in tune and I catch a vibe, then I'm definitely making some progress. So I just want to piggyback off of that. So I'm really more definitely on a creative mode now. I'm like, all right, well, and it's kind of my question now is, like, what would be my first, like, I don't know, let's say 3 steps. Like, is it, what I'm saying, like, registering for ASCAP, which I know I most likely got to do, and then it sounds like you don't like TuneCore. I saw one of your videos, you know what I mean? So I want to talk a little bit about that. And so now it's kind of more on, like, the business side, like, all right, you're making the music. Um, I'm working with a couple producers that are, pretty decent. And I mean, I just want to make sure that I'm staying consistent, because it sounds like with the world of streaming now, there's so much content that um, it's like you got to be putting out a project damn near at least once or twice a year. Versus, like, back in the day when Usher used to put out an album like every 3 to 5 years or so.
5 years, 10
Yeah,
years, maybe. Yeah.
it was hot though. It was hot when it
Yeah.
came out. Damn near every song was a hit. And then I would, like, watch his 8701 or whatever it was called, concerts and everything. Like, he was dope, and he still is, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely start there, like, as far as um, like the first 3 steps, and then perhaps how to put a nice little team together, um, and then just kind of build up from there. Because I'm not tripping, like, I definitely want to build it up organically, um, and have it where, for lack of a better word, I'm not committing financial suicide and kind of, like, switching careers too early
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I also do want to set myself up to make that transition as well. You know what I mean? So I'm not scared to do that either.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would say what would be, like, my first 3 steps. That would be incredible.
So have you put out a project yet? I haven't got a chance to like do my research on your music and everything. Have you put a music project out yet and some music videos?
Yeah. So I've got one project called No Nights Off. It's about 10 tracks, and those are the tracks that I pretty much use to have a full set as far as doing shows. So
Mm,
I've done probably like 15 and 20, maybe 30 shows total, like, in my, you know, stint so far.
hmm.
Um, and those are just different gigs. Obviously, House of Blues is, I probably did like 3 shows there.
Yeah.
And then I've got one, like, official, like, pretty dope music video that me and my boy, who I grew up with, he's a videographer and editor.
Yeah.
Um, and it was, it was a cool little budget, and it's cool. But now it's like, now that I kind of got a little bit of that initial kind of beginner experience, I feel like I'm ready for that next level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then I got some new music too, where it's like a little bit more mature. Because like the first project was more like paying homage to rap, hip hop, the culture.
Yeah.
So it's more like mixtape kind of thing. And then now I feel like I want to put a body of work and, like pure original music and stuff. I'm just like literally pulling off dope beats that are on YouTube, dope producers, but I
Yeah.
know I should be actually reaching out to them and getting the licensing, because if one of the songs blow up, you never know. So again, I haven't really like delved in deep in the business side of it, and that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because when you get so caught up in the business side before the creative side, then it's just like, shit, if you get
Yeah.
caught up in the business side, you won't do nothing. It's just like, I don't. It go back to that video. Like on the last video I made. I don't want nobody stealing my shit. I gotta register my songs. I gotta copyright my songs. But then now you're skipping the creative process, because now you're thinking about the business, and the business side is really for the managers and the record label. So now it's like you're bypassing the most important part, the creative side, because yeah, we could be all business and have all these LLCs, but if we don't got no good music, then the fucking we gotta be selling. What does this LLC stand for? Okay, we know how to copyright, we know how to, so it's almost like it's tough, because now you're working as your own label. You're coming out as the artist and the boss of your own independent label. So yeah, you want to be thinking business, but then the creative side, it can't be neglected. So yeah, it's tough. And I'm trying to go back on some of the things you were saying. It's tough. Like, so you say you got one music video that you made, and you're happy with the one music video.
I mean, it's cool. I feel like I'm just kind of like I'm happy with the fact that I was able to like pull it off. We visited about 5 different locations.
Yeah.
Uh, as far as just kind of putting something official, where it's like, all right, he's not just somebody just trying to freestyle on a corner, like
Yeah. Yeah.
Santa Monica Promenade or something like, it's like a real thing.
Yeah.
And actually like an artist that really appreciates the culture, the music and the art. And so yeah, I mean, you'll be able to watch it and go, okay, you know, this is um this is an investment, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely like I believe in myself and believe in actually, you know, investing in myself in that sense, you know what I mean? Because I feel like
Yeah.
I got a cool story to tell, and like a dope brand that I can, you know what I'm saying, build a fan base organically. And I believe in that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know it's tough, because I've been working on my career as an artist as well, and it's tough pulling a video off, pulling a video you're happy with, you feel happy putting out to the world, but
Mhm.
it's like it's this battle between this quality and quantity, and that's the thing. That's the biggest issue right now. And I don't want you to sacrifice quality, but quantity seems like it's more important right now. It seems like this is way more important right now, because I was watching this podcast that I follow. Gilly the Kid and his cousin Wallow. They're big on Instagram right now.
I've heard of Gilly.
Yeah. Well, Gilly is a rapper from Philly, and he used to, I don't know his life story, but I've followed him from back in the day when he was a rapper with this group called Major Figures, and they come out of Philly, and Gilly, he used to write for Lil Wayne, and he used to be signed to Cash Money, but now he's doing his thing on Instagram, and he's doing a podcast with his cousin, who was this guy who he just did like 20 years in prison, and it's just real raw. You got to check these guys out, and I don't work with them anything. I just like what they're doing, but it just reminds me of that independent spirit that it's not overproduced. And that's really how his cousin Wallow came up. He got out of prison and he just started making these motivational videos where he would just run in front of the camera. And it was almost like he's holding his phone in front of him, and it's just like, hey, you know, you got to hustle. You can't give up. You got to do this. And people just like fell in love with his energy. And now they have this podcast. And it's called $1 Million Worth of Game. And I really want you to watch the last episode that they did this week. I think it's episode 7. And they talk about everything we're talking about. It's like I'm forgetting my points because everything is just so random. These conversations are tough because it's like I almost be wanting to write down some, like I be coming up with a good idea and I did that. I need to write that down. But I want you to watch that episode because they talk about just like, you know, you're competing. It's just like you just got to put that content out there. You got to put that content out there. You just got to be real. You really can't overthink it. I don't know. I think people are gonna appreciate you for you. You can't get so caught up in the quality, the content. Because if you get caught up in the quality, nothing will never happen. And I'm dealing with that right now with my own music videos. The artists I work with. This is really the biggest struggle that I deal with. This quality versus quantity. And right now, NBA Youngboy. He's like the #1 artist on YouTube, and then I think Lil Nas X just beat him with that Old Town Road song. Cause that song's just taking off major. But NBA Youngboy, I mean, he's a perfect example. I mean, I don't want you to be like NBA Youngboy, but he's putting out a lot of fucking music videos. Like every week, it's a music video, and I know that's tough to do that, but these videos aren't overthought. They're not like these big budget videos. It's kind of real. It's just kind of happening live. And I don't know. I don't know how old you are, but these guys are a little younger, so their spirit is different. When I was younger, I was just on some fuck it, let's just put it out. But now I'm more like conscious of like the shit I put out. But I don't know. That's kind of what's been holding me back. Me being older and me being more conscious, me being more self-conscious of the shit that I'm doing. But that's kind of like it's like my overall career is suffering because I'm so self-conscious of what I'm doing. And instead of just like, fuck it, this is art. Instead of just looking at this art and just saying, fuck it, it's art here. I get so caught up in the aesthetics, and that's holding me back from really growing. And going back to the whole McConan project, like this dude didn't give a fuck about. That's like what happened with our business relationship. That's another story. But as far as him as a person and how he blew up, he didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck about what he was wearing in the video. He didn't give a fuck if he was driving a Tesla in the video. He didn't care about if he had the baddest bitch in the video. And it's crazy when I watch his new videos because he got these girls with these fake tits and shit, and the video looks all high quality. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, McConan? We came up off of shooting videos. We hopped out the car and shot a video on the corner. And that's how you got your deal. That's how you got your fucking deal. You got your deal off of just spontaneity. What is it? Spontaneous action.
Yeah.
It's like spontaneous combustion. It goes back to, he blew up. That's what spontaneous combustion means. You didn't plan on the shit blowing up. Nobody wants the bomb to blow up in their hands, but that's really what happens when you blow up. It's like you just blow up, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, you just blew up. Yeah, you don't really plan for shit to blow up. And when we sit here and over plan the blow up, nothing fucking happens. Nothing explodes. And that's the biggest issue. The older I get, I'm planning too much. I'm over planning this shit. I'm overthinking it. I'm over here mixing and engineering, and meanwhile you got NBA Youngboy. He just fuck it. Fuck it. Just get the cameraman, get my guys to stand in the background, and I think that's what's winning right now. And I think we really can never get away from that independent spirit, that spontaneous, that improv. Also, what I've been doing with like the artists I've been working with, I try to create like a web series around the music, where I just we just do a lot of vlogs. We do a lot of vlogging. We show the life. We show the struggle. Um, and another thing is, it's like YouTube. They've been switching up so much in the past few years, the past 5 or 10 years, because they got these algorithms now. Now it's so corporate. Now all these big companies are paying them for spotlight. So now they're not just giving away free. They're not giving away organic search traffic anymore. They're not.
Yeah.
They're only posting the people who have actually built up a following, because they want people to stay on their website longer. They don't want people to be on YouTube finding all this random spam content. So they're only pushing you the content which is monetized by the people who have this big following. So really what you're trying to do right now is really just trying to build an organic following, because YouTube don't promote shit no more. They don't promote shit no more. I'm even hearing about how the Instagram algorithm is changing, and I'm more of a YouTube expert than an Instagram expert. And I'm hearing about how they're changing things up and making it harder for people's shit to be seen, because so many people are trying to dupe the system to get their shit to the top. And the bottom line is engagement. And engagement means if somebody liked your video, if somebody disliked your video, if somebody commented on your video, if somebody shared it. And these are the most important metrics. All that other shit don't even fucking matter. What car you were driving, what shirt you were wearing, did people share it? Did people comment on it? Did people like or dislike it? These are the only metrics that matter. So, one person, I don't know. These are the only metrics that matter. And another thing, before I forget this point, when I was running the website, when we would post a video, like this, where someone was talking to the webcam, that was the most popular video of the day. A regular guy talking in front of his webcam.
Wow.
Next to Lil Wayne's newest video with the explosions and the Bugatti, the video with the guy talking shit in front of the camera would always be the top video of the day. And I could show you research. I could show you this data from on Google Analytics from years of the most popular videos for the week or the month. It was always the grassroots video of the guy talking in front of the camera. It was never Lil Wayne's newest video or Drake's newest video. Yeah, people automatically know because people. It's almost like, you know what you're gonna get with that. You know you're gonna get a Bugatti. You know you're gonna get a nice girl with some titties. People, they know what to expect. But when you click on the guy talking shit, or that new guy, not so much the new guy making a video, but it was more so the real webcam videos would be more popular than any rap music video. And it goes back to what I'm saying about like the vlogging and you kind of exposing yourself, talking to the people, letting people know what you're really thinking. I mean, that's what people want. People get online, they want to learn. They know Drake is rich. They know Lil Wayne is rich. They know it's like people already expect that. So it's like when you come in as someone who they don't know, trying to give them what they expect, it's a failure. It's a recipe for failure. You know what I'm saying? It's like this whole shit is like this whole marketing, internet marketing. It's about being unpredictable. And now it's even harder now because everybody's trying to sell something now. And that's why I'm like, I don't even like being on Instagram now, because everybody's trying to sell something. And everybody's trying to get you to like their shit and get you to, I got my new business, like my business, share this with your people. But this is the point. This was the point that I want you to watch, that $1 million worth of game, episode 7. This is the major point that I almost forgot. It goes back to, what are people fucking sharing? It goes back to, people always want you to be like, oh, oh, follow my shit, share this with my people. I'll start this new business. But they go to your page and you only got one video. How do you expect it? How do you? It's like we're in the binge watch era. How do you people are programmed now? Netflix changed the game because now people are ready to binge watch some shit. But how do you expect people to binge watch your shit if you only got one video? You know, so it's like, and I made a video about this. Like, if you can make 25 music videos, you will be successful. And a lot of people will never make it to 25 music videos or 25 videos of a vlog about them. I swear, if you could be consistent and make 25 videos, and don't expect it to happen all in 1 year. Like, you may just be making one video every month, which is an accomplishment. That shit is hard as fuck. That shit is hard as fuck. People think, oh, a music video ain't nothing. Just pull out the camera. Nah, that shit take. If you could pull off one fucking video a month, did my shit just freeze? Oh, okay, there you go. There you go. If you could pull off one fucking video a month and do 12 videos a year, you're fucking winning. Because in 2 years you'll have 24, 36 videos. And like I said, it took me 3 years of shooting videos for Drake to see for Drake to hop on Tuesday. I mean, it took 3 years, and like I was shooting some months, I would shoot 2-3 videos with him if I could. So I mean, it takes a lot of content, and it goes back to you got to give people something to watch, and it's not going to happen in one fucking music video. I don't care if you got explosions, Bugatti, the girls. Everybody's doing that now. It's so easy to rent an Airbnb. Now you got Turo. Everybody could get a car. You got fake money. It's kind of like it's not as exclusive as it was 5 or 10 years ago. People was like, they think that money is real. Now you can just go to Amazon, fake money, prop money, Airbnb. If you got $1,000, you can get a nice ass house. I don't know. People aren't as impressed now. So I think you got to win them with just being consistent and giving them something to hold them. And and that's also how YouTube rewards you. They reward you when people are just on your channel watching content and you're holding them. They got some shit called bounce rate. If you ever been like a website entrepreneur, bounce rate is one of the most important metrics, engagement metrics. Bounce rate is how long someone actually stayed on your website or your video before they left YouTube, before they totally just went to like CNN.com or fucking whatever other news, Fox, whatever. How long did people actually stay on YouTube? And if your content is keeping the bounce rate, I think a high bounce rate, you want to, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't know if it's a low bounce rate or high bounce rate, but you want people to stay on your content for as long as possible, and that's how YouTube rewards you. And it's a collective thing. It's not just a one video. You're not going to get a high. You want your channel to have a high bounce rate in general, and that doesn't happen by just having one video, unless your video is like 2 hours and the average person's watching 30, 40 minutes of that one video. You know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they want people to be on your channel for long periods of time. And the only way to do that is to have binge-worthy content, shit where it's like, oh, I just watched 10 of his videos. I just watched 10 of his music videos. I just watched his vlog. And I just watched a video where he was teaching his cousin how to play baseball. And I liked or basketball. I liked how he, like, you may even be teaching people how to do a crossover, and that may just be your most popular video, how to do a Allen Iverson crossover. And then you got your music playing in the background, and after that video, your music video pops up. So now someone just watched that 10-minute video, but then now they just watch your 3-minute video. So now you got somebody for 13 minutes. So now, you know what I mean? On the average, every time someone comes to your channel, they're watching 13 minutes of your content instead of just that one music video that might have been 2 or 3 minutes and they only watch 30 seconds of it. It's like you have to, you got to build up the binge. And that's why Netflix is a hit now. It's like, that's why Netflix is beating these cable networks, because they'll release a miniseries and they'll drop the whole season. And now it's up to you to get caught up. It's up to you. Like, I'm not sitting around like, damn, I gotta make all this. It's like, nah, it's up to the viewer to watch all that content. And if they don't watch the content, then they're not in the know. You know, it's almost like now they got this new series. Uh, did you see the shit on Netflix about the Central Park Five?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it yet,
But you see
man.
everyone's talking about it though. But
Yeah.
they dropped the miniseries. I just watched it with my girl the other night. It was great. It was a great documentary, but everyone's talking about that right now. And they released all 4 episodes, and you can watch it whenever you want. I don't have to wait 5 weeks. Oh, I just seen episode 1 and the next episode comes out next month or next week. It's like, nah, it's all out there, and now you can watch it at your own leisure. And if you don't want to watch it, you can move on to something else. But if you're really interested, you could just watch. You could fucking be up all night till the sun comes up watching it. And that's the most important metric right now. That's the most important aspect of the creativity right now. People are ready to watch content. They're ready to binge watch. If you don't got no binge worthy content, or you don't have nothing where people can just be on your channel, YouTube isn't gonna fuck with you, and the internet isn't gonna fuck with you. And that's the most important thing. And we get so caught up in like aesthetics. Oh, I need this, I need that, I need the mixing, I need the mess, I need to make sure the producer's dope, I need to make sure the girl, she looking good. It's just like worried about everything other than how am I gonna get people to just stay on my channel for 10 minutes?
Mm.
And that's the bottom line. That's how you're going to be able to build a following. That's how YouTube is going to reward you. That's how you're going to be able to monetize your videos. Because nowadays, YouTube used to just let everybody get into the monetization program. Now it's like you got to have, I think, 10,000 watch minutes every month. And the watch minutes, hey, babe, she keep turning that light off. I need it. It's dark in here. I'm usually like right in my studio. Yeah, but they got something where it's like it's watch minutes now, and you need a certain amount of watch minutes to even be eligible for monetization. So the goal is just to have people watching, and I don't know what it is. I don't have all the answers for what people want to watch. You may have something. It's all about finding these niches. Is niche? I always wonder about that word. Is it niche or niche? I don't know. Some people say it different. But it's like all these it's like these niche markets. Like you may find a niche. I'll be watching weird ass shit on YouTube like that. You may not find interesting, but I'm interested in that shit. And I'll be watching someone's channel for hours just because I'm interested in like this. I hate to talk about this, but I'll be watching. I don't know. Like I never wanted to go hunting. I never wanted to be like a hunter, but I like to watch the hunting videos. There's this guy, he's fucking crazy. His name is Tim Wells, and he likes to go hunting with bow and arrows, and he likes to go hunting with spears. And I find it interesting because it takes a lot of skill and it takes a lot of time to do that. I don't like seeing the animals die, but I am fascinated in how it's like primitive living. And he makes these videos where and it takes skill to be a bow hunter, and I respect the marksmanship. And I watch his videos for hours. Like as long as he got new videos, I'm watching it. And now every time I go on YouTube, he comes up with a new video. His shit pops up in my recommended videos, and it goes back to you. He's like, you have to make that. No one is gonna make that for you. No team. I mean, if anything, you gotta make your team help you make that content. But it goes back to you. You're gonna be the one who's gonna set it off. Like you're the star of the show. You're the artist. You're the producer. You're the label, and you got to make this fucking content, man. You got to make this fucking content, man. It's. I know it's hard. You want your shit to be quality wise, but a lot of times it's really just a concept. Like a lot of the shit I'm doing is just like a concept for what's gonna be happening maybe in 5 years. Like it's a concept, and don't be scared to drop these concepts because I don't know, like the concept car be better looking than the one they fucking eventually
Yeah.
release. You know what I mean? Like the concept is the shit. And like there was this guy like criticizing my music and shit the other day, and I don't have nothing wrong with I have nothing wrong with people criticizing shit, but I just tell
Yeah.
him like, yo, that was just a concept. Like I record that in my bedroom. Like I don't like if I sat around and I waited for the dope engineer and I waited for the dope mixing and mastering, you wouldn't even be leaving this comment right now. Now you're
Mhm.
actually watching my video and you're actually like, hey, well, this doesn't sound that good, and I like where you're going. Well, I'm like, yeah, well, I know it doesn't sound that good. Well, I record this in my fucking bedroom. I record that on this fucking laptop right here. That I'm responding to your comment. This wasn't done on that $1 million studio, and
Mhm.
this was just a concept. And hopefully, if this concept takes off, then I will invest more money into it. A lot of times we be investing money in the shit that the
Mhm.
concept didn't even fucking work. And now we want to invest money into this shit and you didn't even see if the concept worked. A lot of these car makers, like the concept was a hit and they're like, oh yeah, we need to make that Tesla model. That shit was a hit. The concept car was a hit. You see this video of the concept did 10 million views. You know what I mean? And they're like, oh yeah, we need to build that. You know, and then the concept, then some people may be looking at the concept like, oh, I like the concept better than the fucking one y'all built, but it gives you as the creator, it gives you an idea. Like sometimes you got to put your concepts out. A lot of people be scared to put them concepts out because they feel like, oh, it's not mixed, it don't sound right. And
Mhm.
like I said, that was the reason Makona was successful, and that was the reason why I got my first platinum plaque, because I was working with someone who wasn't scared to put their concepts out. And
Wow.
I don't know, I'm being long-winded, man, but I hope you get where I'm trying to go, man. You got to put that content out there. You got to. It's crazy how content and concept they both start up with a con. So it's like
Mhm.
con man. It's like you're not a well con man means convince, the
Convinced.
convinced man. And sometimes people convince people in the wrong ways, but
Mhm.
convince isn't a bad thing. Concept convince. It's like, yeah, you're just trying to convince people to watch your shit, to follow you. And
Yeah.
then once they get the concept and they want it, then they're happy to see your high budget shit. But it's just like,
Mhm.
yeah, man, people be scared to put the fucking concepts out. People be scared of the
Yeah.
fucking concept. And a lot of people
What,
be
what kind
rushing. Go ahead.
what kind of videos would you make? Like, because it sounds like that's where it's at. Like people want to see the visuals. Um, I mean, shit. I got a Note 9. It's just fuck takes some pretty damn good pictures, shit like that. And I mean, would you literally kind of do the vlog, like, what I'm saying? I mean, that's the thing. Like in my head, I'm like, well, shit. It sound easy. I gotta be a little selfie stick. I can record this shit myself, and then like
Yeah,
either get my boy to edit it, or I'll figure out how to edit some like regular shit and just to kind of consistently put it out. Now, would you go
yeah,
as far as doing some shit like that? Because I'd be going places like, sometimes I'm in a super cool, dope spot, Laguna, wherever, and I'm just like, damn, like I should be taking advantage of these
yeah,
moments,
yeah, yeah,
And so I'm just as I'm brainstorming, I'm bouncing ideas. What would you say about that?
yeah. Like I've been taping. I tape from on my iPhone 7 for years, and I haven't upgraded yet because I got this nice Gucci case, and I just
I was
like
gonna
my
say that shit
case.
hard.
It go in my wallet and my belt and my shoes. So I haven't upgraded my phone yet, but this phone shoots in 4K, and
Yeah.
like anything more than that, what the fuck? You might as well get a 20. What do you want? A $20,000-$30,000 red camera to shoot your vlogs? Like the heavy ass one. You need a cameraman. It's like, what is the excuse? The quality is there on a fucking cell phone. I think people are just overthinking this shit. And yeah, I could show you web series that I created with artists I'm working with straight on iPhone, and I've watched their following go up. And a lot of the problem is I wasn't even with them, and I told them, listen, you just need somebody to take this iPhone footage, and they overthink it, and they don't never continue doing it. And that's the problem. People, we get so caught up in this whole quality thing, but it's like you are the quality. The quality is really you. What quality of
mm,
person are you? Fuck the
mm,
camera. Fuck the camera. It go back to like I could shoot. I said this in one of my videos. I could shoot Drake on a VHS camcorder, and people are gonna still watch it because they like him. They're
yeah.
sold on him. It's not the
Mm,
quality. It ain't it go back to it ain't the man, it ain't the car you driving. It's the man driving the car. And I'm sure you know this from if you've been driving luxury cars for years, you know, at the end of the day, you could pull a I don't know, you could pull a girl, you could be driving a Corolla, and you could still pull that bad chick. Some girls are gonna be looking like you like, oh, he drives a Corolla, but some girls they just gonna like the swag. They're gonna like what you're saying to them. They're gonna like how you carry yourself as a man. And that's what it goes back to. All that other we do that because we like that. A lot of people think, oh, he drive a Benz. He must. They try to crack jokes and whatever. Oh, he must. He's driving that Bentley to make up for something else. You know, nah. I like the Bentley because that's what I like. But
yeah.
at the same time, I don't need this because I'm who I am. You know, and
Mm,
go back to I'm a winner. You know, I'm a
mm,
star. I don't need this car. When I'm in the club, I get girls' numbers. They don't know what type of car I'm driving. You know what I mean? It go back to that. Like you can't forget about stuff like that. Like it go back to you. People are gonna like you. Um, you know, you got a dope story. You went to real estate. You played ball. Talk about them experiences. You playing ball, and damn, how you want to make music? It's like people share that same story. You're looking for those people who have the same drive as you, who have a similar story, who may have played ball overseas, or they want to get into music. Like you're trying to fill that void. That guy who was scared to make his music, but he looks up to you like, damn, he wasn't scared to make it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So let me watch his web series. Let me see what he's going through, his struggle. I'm trying to get into the music business, and you know, it's like you become that motivational piece for people. You know what I'm saying? And like you can't forget that part. Like people need you. They need you to not be scared to put yourself out there. And this is your life, man. We only live once, man. Like you
Mm,
don't want it 5 years, 10 years to go by. And you just oh, why didn't I put out? I should have just went hard with the videos. Now I'm all old, and now my hair is all gray, and you know what I mean. It's like go hard, man. Just go fucking hard, man. Get this footage. You know, try not to be too cheesy with it, and try not to, do your bit. But it's go back. What is cheesy? It's like you go back to so everything is so subjective when you really put everything in perspective. It's almost like
yeah.
to one person that's corny, to another person that's dope. You're looking for those people that's just gonna say, "Yo, I think that shit is dope." Person may say, "Man, I don't like Teslas." Another person gonna say, "Damn, what the fuck? That shit hard." It's like, yo, I ain't. We're not thinking about those naysayers right now. We're
Mm,
just doing this. We're trying to get to our goals. We're trying to reach our passions. Our passions to make music. We're making music. Hey, whatever. I didn't have the dope camera this week. It was just me and my cousin. But I still want y'all to hear this song that I made because I think this is a concept. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
I don't know, man. I can fucking rant. I rant, man. I love talking about this shit, man. Because it's easier.
Uh,
We make it so hard. We make it harder for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And it
mm,
doesn't. It doesn't have to be so fucking complicated. It's just like we just gotta like not be fearless. Because I mean, go back to like, man, God forbid something happened to us tomorrow. You know,
yeah.
we got to show the world we was fearless in our pursuit. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? Fucking thunder, lightning strike us tomorrow. We got to be
yeah.
fearless, man. We got to try to reach our fucking goals. Like your youth, it's running out, man. Every day that goes by, we getting older, man.
It's
do this
crazy.
shit,
Yeah.
this shit now, man. Don't be scared, man. Pull your camera out, and it's easier said than done. I'm trying to practice what I preach, but
Yeah.
like I said, the guys who are not scared, they're fucking successful. And
Mm.
by the time people they see your first video, and by the time like a lot of these guys, they go, "Where did this fucking guy come from? Oh, he just came out of nowhere." No, these motherfuckers been working for 10 years. I just seen a video on Instagram where they was showing like that rapper Gunna, and he's
Yeah.
like real hot right now. And did you see the video? It was on floating around Instagram where he was young and he was grinding, and now he's popping now. It's like the same thing. Like a lot of people be thinking, oh, this is some overnight success, but nah, these don't be overnight success stories. People been grinding, they've been putting out their videos, and the first videos was cheesy, but you don't see that cheesy video. You just hear that fucking shit that's pop. You know what I mean? Like that's for
Yeah.
the real fans that dig deep, but people just hear that one hit song. They don't know about all the grinding we was doing when we was, I don't know, man. I don't want to rant too long, but I hope you get my point, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's important. I think definitely like that's been definitely like my biggest blocker too. And then what would you say as far as like to make it official, as far as just building your career as an artist, like kind of oh you talk a good amount about the creative side. I want to kind of listen in on the business side of things. Are there some things that I should do? Maybe like I heard about like a publishing kind of like TuneCore, but except it's called like DistroKid or something like that. If you could talk a little bit about that, I'd be interested.
I don't want to keep throwing TuneCore under the bus because I did end up speaking to I think the vice president over there, and they ended up cutting me my check. But it took for me to make that
Or
video. It took for me to talk shit about them
oh
and
shit.
all of that to happen. But they finally cut my check that I was supposed to get 6 months ago. So
Wow.
thank you, TuneCore, for finally cutting me my check, money that y'all been holding for me forever, whatever. But
Yeah.
um, they're not that bad. I've just had my own personal experiences, and everyone's experiences with them are going to be different. But um,
Mm.
for the most part, if you're independent, you're just releasing your music on there. You're not sampling nobody's shit, and you're gonna get your money. So they're not the worst.
Mhm.
DistroKid is cool. I use DistroKid. Um, I've been having an issue with Content ID on DistroKid, but there's a lot of different services that do Content ID where if someone's using your music, it'll get picked up and you'll get your money. You don't want someone to take your song and put it on their video and it does 10 million and you don't get any money. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that deals with Content ID, but that's not going to happen if your channel isn't popping. So it's kind of like something to worry about later. For now,
Yeah.
you're really just trying to build up your online presence with your content, and I'd recommend just focusing on YouTube, and even Instagram is good.
Mm.
I just don't personally like the whole Instagram thing because it's like microwave content, and I don't know, it's been working for a lot of people though. If you can get that engagement, I think it
Yeah.
just goes back to making something people want to sit there and watch for a while because now they got the Instagram TV, and like the people that I follow, a lot of times I watch their Instagram TV videos and I watch their whole 5-minute videos. So now, I mean, Instagram is changing because they're allowing more long form content. But man, it just goes back to you, man, putting out that. But you got to hold people. You got to hold people. You got to say what people want to hear and just create that long form content. Like I said, DistroKid is cool, TuneCore, and it's case by case. They're good. They're not that bad. I was just talking shit. A lot of videos I just be doing for fun, just for entertainment. You talk shit about people. Everybody, oh, you don't like them? That's a good. That's always something that gets people watching when you air out your frustrations with people or companies. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to do that much when I talk shit, but I've been going back and forth with them, but they're not that bad. And yeah, I mean, it go back to like selling the music is secondary because when you know there's a demand for it, then it's not going to be any question. But I mean, it's good to have your stuff in the marketplace where, yeah, people, it's available for people to stream it and listen in their car because it's hard sometimes to be listen. You can't really listen to someone's shit on YouTube. You know, sometimes you got to have it on Apple Music. It's easier for people. So I don't know.
Mhm.
Early on, you don't want to. You want to put more emphasis on you just creating that content to where people do want to listen to the music. Because nowadays you got to be doing something else other than making music to get people to even listen to your music. Like um,
Yeah.
this guy, Little Duval. I mean, I keep seeing. I was watching, came across a movie with him last night, and then I see another movie where he was in. I'm just like, damn, he's been grinding for a while. Like, I don't like particularly like his comedy, but he's been grinding for so long, and he has so much content to where I'm randomly watching TV. I seen a movie last night. I was watching a movie, him about some the Grow House or something like that on Showtime, and he's on TV. I'm like, oh yeah, he had that song with Snoop, "Living Your Best Life," but he's been grinding for years before he was able to make a song. And people liking his song went back to him grinding for years and having all that content. Nowadays, it's almost like people find out about your content first before they find out about your music. You know what I'm saying? Like people find out about, oh, he's a comedian. Oh, he got a movie out. Oh, he's on this TV. He's on Wild 'N Out. It's like they find out about you through your activity, through you just being active in the content world more so than, oh, this guy just came out as a musician. You know what I'm saying? He was a comedian for 10, 15 years before he was able to have that song that took off. So it's almost like you got to approach the music differently. You got to approach the music with the content. If you expect the music to take off, you got to have that content to back up. Oh, I like Little
Mhm.
Duval. It's almost like people don't even. It's like, do you really like my music, or do you really just like me? You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
go back to, do you like my car, or do you like the guy driving the car? It's like I don't want the girls that just like me for my Tesla. I want the girls that really just like me for who I am. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that goes back to, you want the people that like you for your content. They learn who you are. They know your story. They know your story because you told your story, not
Mm.
because you waited for your song to blow up and then Charlemagne to ask you these questions and then they watch your Breakfast Club interview. That's like backwards approach.
Mm.
You want people to like you first. And they're not gonna like anything you selling. You selling a house, real estate, you selling music, and I think that's really the 2020 approach. Like you got to get people to like you first. If you just drive around in a Bugatti and you think you're gonna just get all the girls, you got to step out and talk to them girls. Like they're not just gonna be like, "Oh, Bugatti," and we get a lot of these motherfuckers don't even know what a Bugatti is. You pull up on
Yeah.
the average girl, they be like, they don't know that car costs $1.2 million. Like, and are those the type of girls you trying to attract anyway? The girls, you know what I mean? Who just, oh, he got a Bugatti, but then you step out and you're this scrawny dude who got nothing to offer
Mhm.
on a mental level. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got a Bugatti. Can I get some pussy? Is that the type of girls that you are trying to attract? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, no, I'm trying to. Oh, this girl, she's talking so highly about you. What kind of car did he drive? I don't know what he drives. He's fucking, this dude is dope. He just took me to the park. He took me to the gym. He took me to this restaurant I've never been to. He's at the real, it's like you want people to like you for what you about. And people
Mm.
forget that with the music because they think, oh, I'm gonna just make a dope ass video and I'm gonna just stand there and look cool. I got my goddamn Versace on. I got my Balenciagas. I got the money phone. That's not why people like you. You know what I mean? If you
Mhm.
if that's the type of people you're trying to attract, you're not gonna win. You're gonna, you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just talking, man. I
That's
hope I said something that made some fucking sense, man.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, no, I think you covered it like a lot. You covered a lot of bases. I mean, definitely the creative side is just keep going with the inspiration, stay creative, and then just produce the content as far as putting it out there. So, you know, that's something as far as like creating on a musical level, that's something that I've been a lot more consistent with. So I'm happy about that. Where I'll just, you know, go home, be inspired, and just go for it and just do
Yeah.
it. You know, some
Yeah.
records might come out cool. Some might be like, ah, shit. You know what? That was kind of like, you know, maybe I got to take another take on it or something. Or sometimes it just come out real nice where I'm like, man, I don't even need to take another take, and I like where
Yeah.
this is going. So it's cool, like, and then at the same time, like I feel like I'm getting better. That's the best part where I feel like, wow, like I'm actually enjoying this. Like it's not like a job or nothing. It's like I genuinely like doing this. It's, you know what I mean? Like it's not even I'm doing it because I want to like get more girls or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be.
Yeah.
Because if that was the case, then you know there's other, you know, avenues to get to that point. But no, I mean I think where I get a little bit lost in too is just, you know, I guess in the beginning, right? It's like the beginning stages. Uh, like what would you say would be the order in terms of like the order of operations? Would it be like, all right, you're creating the music, if you can get it produced, you know, where it has some quality, you know, that's great. Shoot the video for the song, build up the channel, um, do the shows once you put out. Like, would you put out a solid project with 10 songs, or, you know, one song per, you know, month with the video, and you're consistently, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking now. And then you have a 10 song set where you start to, you know, get out there and do shows. Um, you know, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty serious with it. It's just more of like the logistics and the timing. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah. I don't think there's any method to the madness. You know,
okay.
you really want to be trying to shoot a video for each song that you have, and
Mm.
that's the goal. If you make a song, you want to have a video for that shit. And you know, 50 Cent was one of the pioneers of that. French Montana was one of the pioneers of that. Like, you know, in the DVD era, it's like a lot of times these back in the day, it was like, okay, we got an album with 10 songs, we're gonna shoot 3 or 4 videos tops for. No, it's a video for each one of these songs. I don't care if the video is cheesy as fuck. And go back to people just want to see you. Once you find the girls or whoever that like your music, they want to watch all your shit. It go back to like Game of Thrones or whatever binge watch show. It's like once you find the people that fuck with you, they don't give a fuck if you just in the shower, you just walk into the gym, you just working out. It's like they just want to see you. Once you find those people that fuck with you, so it's no method to the madness. You just want to give them you. You know, and go back to the girl. Like if she likes you, she just wants to hang out with you. She's the one. She you don't gotta take her to the most expensive restaurant. Like she'll be happy just going to Chick-fil-A and y'all just having a good conversation. And go back to these are the type of people you want. You're not looking for those people that just they want to see you at your best all the time. It's like motherfucker, goddamn. Like you just want to just you're just a blood sucker. You just want to fucking suck my blood. Now I gotta spend 10,000 on every video for you to like it. No, I'm looking for
Yeah.
people that's gonna like me in my natural element. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And don't don't get too caught up in that. Like we get money and shit and we have money to afford these spectacles, but it's almost like that's
Yeah.
not what makes you real. That's not what makes you you. Like what makes you you is what you're doing, what you're about. And a lot of motherfuckers are just so fake. They gotta create this spectacle every time, and it's
Mm.
what it's called a facade. It's called a
Mm.
facade, and it go back to real recognize real. Like the real people gonna see, oh, this guy is just part of trying to pull a facade. This isn't him. This isn't real. How could he? Every time he comes on, it's almost like kind of like Floyd Mayweather. Like I like Mayweather, but he's a real facade. He's real. Like it's like
Over
who are you?
time.
Who are you? Who are you really? Like I want to hear you talk, and I want to hear what's really going on. I don't want to I got 10 Bentleys. This my Bentley. This my Bentley Rolls Royce. This my Bentley Lamborghini. It's like, all right, man. I'm not rich. I don't have all of that. And okay, I know you got. It's like I go back. I'm not a bitch. Like I'm not impressed by that shit. And a lot of these women, I'm not trying to say women a bitch. I'm just trying to say I'm not a bitch where it's like I'm impressed by bitch shit. Like you're not just gonna flash some money in my face and I'm just gonna, oh, I'm ready to buy whatever you're selling. Nah, it don't work like that. Like I wanna know what you're about. Like I wanna know what you're really thinking. Like, okay, I know you got money. I know you could pull it off where it looks great, but what are you really about? And I think that's what it really boils down to. And that's why you got a lot of these YouTube guys who they're just showing their life. They're just showing, oh, it's just me and my girlfriend. And people just want to watch that because it's real. It's just real. It just goes back to keeping the shit real. Like money doesn't make you real. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
just yeah, it's just like, man, just do you. Like show people your life, man. Show people your experiences. And like I said, don't if you feel like you violating your privacy too much, don't go that far. But give people something, some of your struggles. Like, like my sister has epilepsy, and I'm sure if I made videos about that, I would reach a whole new audience. I'm like, yo, my cousin has epilepsy. You know what I mean? It's just like it's got to be real with people. Like that's how you're gonna get those real fans. You want real fans. You want people that's gonna really come out and support you. That's gonna spend money. That's gonna buy your music. And the only way to do that is just to be real with yourself, man. Because there's a lot of fakers out here nowadays. Now you can just fake. You go back to you can buy fake money. You can rent a fucking car. You can rent an Airbnb. It's just the fakeism is at an all-time high. The girls got fake butts, fake tits, fake eyes, fake hair. It's just fake. It's so easy to fake. Like the people that are keeping it real are gonna stand out because everybody's trying to fucking fake it now and they fake it till they make it. It's like I don't know, man. I think it's easier. It's easier now with all the fake people because now it go back to real, recognize real. And if you're doing something that's real and genuine, people from Egypt. Oh, you're from Egypt too. You tell people where you're from. Like, oh yeah, this is where you take. You go to Egypt and you know what I mean. You vlog Egypt vlog. This is where I'm from. Now you got the whole country behind you. Oh, this guy's from Egypt. Oh, I didn't know. I'm from Egypt. Keep that shit 100. People
Yeah.
say that they don't really know what that means. Keep that shit 100, 100%. This isn't no watered down. I'm just trying to show you my money to impress you. Everybody got fucking money now. Now, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know,
Yeah.
this is real. This is people. You'd be surprised. People watch this whole shit because this is real. You're in your car. I'm just at home. Like I could have. A part of me was like, damn, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do a consultation. Like I'm not in my office. It doesn't. My plaques aren't behind me, and I don't have. I forgot to bring my nice jacket. I'm like, man, This is me. This is where I'm at. I'm at my girl's house. I don't have. It's like this is it. This is the real shit. This is the real me. You could pay to love it. But did
Yeah.
I say anything fake? Did I say anything fucking fake today? No, I'm
Wow.
being fucking real with you. I don't know. I don't want to keep
That's dope.
I'll rant. I'll talk you till the sun comes up. I'll fucking rant about this shit, man. Just do you, man. Don't be fucking scared, man. Like,
Yeah.
don't you got
Word.
it, man. If you've already made it this far, like you look like you're successful already. So you don't have to lie about it. You don't have nothing. A lot of people aren't successful in real life. So they gotta lie and act like they got a Tesla. You made it already. Now you gotta do is just tell people your story. You look like you made it already. You know what I mean?
Damn. That's crazy.
Just be
Damn.
all you gotta do is just be 100 now.
Yeah.
You're already a success in life, you know?
That's crazy.
And you didn't need
That's
rap to get there. You didn't need rap to get you your Tesla. You tell people about that. Like, you didn't have to be a rapper to get the car of your dreams. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
that's what
crazy.
you talk about. That's what you talk about. You know?
Wow. Wow.
You got all the fucking material. You got real estate. You got a fucking story. Like you have a story, man. Tell that shit. And cause you got to remember, no one's gonna tell your story for you properly, like you
Mm,
want it to be told. Like that's up to you. Um,
mm,
if you got kids or you plan on having kids, no one's gonna tell your story. And if you plan on someone else telling your story, then you're fucking up. You're failing. If you think no one's gonna tell your story like you could tell it.
yeah.
And if you want to make your story seem better than it is, that's on you. You got to write your own book, man. Like I said, life is short, man. This shit ain't promised, man. Like it's
Fuck.
you. This is your autobiography. Everything that's going on right now is your story. And if you don't boss up and tell your story, you're gonna be dependent on someone else telling it. I tell you, people ain't gonna tell your story properly. They're not gonna tell your story properly, and
Wow.
that's why I'm doing this shit right now, man. Because I was under the impression that if I help people, they help me tell my story, or I wouldn't have to tell my story because other people would say, "Oh, yeah, prayers was this, this, and that." Nah, they motherfucker got famous, act like that shit never happened. And it's like,
Yeah.
damn, I should have been telling my story all this time. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm building up my brand. I'm telling my story and I'm being real. I'm sharing my truth. And that's why we connected. If I was being a fucking faker, we wouldn't even be talking right now. I've been
Yeah.
honest with people. I don't got nothing to fucking hide because I'm happy in my own shoes. And
Mm.
that's that's how you win in the music business. And
Wow.
it's there you have it, man. Anything else you want to ask, man? Like I said, I could talk about this shit all night, man. There's so
It's
many
crazy, man.
angles, so many angles. Like,
And, and I tend to get far ahead of myself. What would be like a good timing or some requirements as to when it would be necessary to have an agent? Would you say like that's, down the road as soon as, you've got some traction and, you're ready to do some shows and maybe do some tours with open up for it doesn't even have to be an act in hip hop. It could be in rock or some shit, but you're ready to kind of go get out there, you know what I'm saying, and just, kind of build it up. Obviously, it sounds like at that point you're probably transitioning into doing it full time potentially and maybe looking into some sponsorships or endorsements for some other brands or I'm sure there's so many different angles, but um, you know, uh, yeah, I'll just start there. I mean, I get excited about it because it's like a dream job when people talk about their dream job, like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, you get to shit, tour the world, make music, and then you got brands that want to sponsor you. And I mean, the shit sounds so good, you know
it's
what I
great.
mean? And
It's
it's
great
great.
because once it starts happening, it's just like you're good and you can ride that for the rest of your life. But I would say don't plan too hard for that because that will come. That's the end result. And go back to like I spoke about this in a video before. It's like don't I don't know. He's like you can't plan for that part. And timing is something you really can't plan. I know timing just means you were ready when opportunity knocked, you were ready. And that's really
Mm,
what timing means. Timing doesn't mean, oh, the time. It's like it go back to like if you bumped into Jay-Z tomorrow and you only had one video, you like Jay-Z go see that. It's go back to you really can't plan. You really can't plan life. It's like I'm not I'm not gonna get all spiritual and religious on you, but it's God's plan. Drake even's
mm,
got a song. It's God's plan. It's like you can't
yeah,
plan this shit. I don't know, you know, your religious background, and I'm not like I said, I'm not trying to get it. This it's if you believe in the Most High, and
Yeah.
that there's bigger things going on than we can see and we can feel and touch to smell. I believe in karma. I believe in you doing the right thing. Timing and good timing comes to people who are putting the bricks down. You know what I'm saying? Timing doesn't come to people who just think opportunity is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Lightning is just gonna strike because it goes back to lightning may strike, but if you don't have it, go back to by the time Drake hopped on Tuesday, we had 10 projects out. We had 100 music videos. We had 100, 200 videos with his music playing on YouTube. It's like we was already we made it to where our timing worked to where when it happened, by the time we had an agent flying out to Atlanta, by the time we had an agent telling us we was good for 7,000 a show, this was a couple days before Drake hopped on the remix. We wasn't thinking about him. We wasn't thinking, oh, we're not gonna take that 7 because Drake gonna hop on the remix and now we're gonna be getting offered 25 or 50 a show. Nah, we was happy that someone was telling us we could get that 7. And before that 7, I was waiting for somebody to say 25 was good. And then people was calling us for $500 shows. And I was accepting that blessing. Like, damn, people is offering us 500 a show. It's a blessing. Shit, we do a few of those a month. It's like accept your blessing. Don't get too caught up in that's later on down the road. When that happens, it's just gonna happen naturally. It's not nothing you have to think about. When those people want you, when people want to book you, it's not nothing that you gotta overthink and you gotta time it and plan it. It's like this is a result of me having 100,000 watch minutes a month on YouTube, and that video got 1 million views this month because and I didn't even know that video was gonna do the 1 million views. I thought it was gonna be this video was gonna do the 1 million views. That was my whack. I thought that was my wackest song, but for some reason people are feeling that. That Tuesday shit wasn't even gonna come out. That shit was not gonna. I'm trying to tell you, that song was never gonna come out. And I'm not trying to take any credit away from Mac, but I was the one. I told him, I said, we gotta put this Tuesday out. This is your fucking hit. He was like, oh, that's shit. I got other songs. I said, no, this is the shit. He didn't even, like, the artist didn't even know that was the shit. That was his platinum song. I swear, if I didn't tell him to make that song, and that was the last song we made of that night. He made all these songs, and I sat back looking at him like, dude, why didn't we do this first? And then I stepped up like, no, we have to redo this song. And we redid it. And that was the one that took off. Like, if I left it up to him to just do what he wanted, it's like, nah, it's like you can't overthink this shit, man. And you do need some people. You do need a couple people, your friends, your family, or someone who really believes in your shit. And that'll happen over time. You'll bump into the right people who will push you and who'll give you that second opinion. But don't force that shit, man. Just go with your heart. And like I said, you never know what song is gonna pop off. The fans are who determines what your hit song is. A lot of times you might be thinking, oh, this is my hit. This is the shit. The fans are gonna determine that. But if you don't put that out, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know what's your most successful episode if you don't put no episodes out. It might be the weirdest shit. You may be fucking cleaning your toilet and that be the hit. It's like, fucking no. You don't know. And that's what timing is really all about. You don't know what's going to happen, what someone is going to promote, what someone is going to see in the video, something you might not even notice in the video. Someone else might see. You don't know what the fuck is going to happen, man. But if you don't do nothing, then ain't shit going to happen. But it could be a girl in the background of your video who tripped and fell during the shooting, and she fell and broke her nose, and you don't know what's gonna happen. But if you don't do nothing, you're just gonna be wondering, and it's gonna fuck you up when 10 years from now, if you didn't even take action, it's gonna fuck you up more than anything. We be planning we plan too much, man. We be planning too much, and we feel like we got control over time and 24 hours in a day, 360. We don't got control over none of this shit, man. This shit could be over fucking tomorrow. Why are we trying so much to plan all this shit? We don't got, the minute you realize you don't got no control is when shit start working. You know what I mean? You gotta just fucking throw you. It's like when you on a roller coaster. You just like just throw your hands up. He's like, ah,
Uh,
fuck it. I don't know. This shit may go off the rails, but fuck it. Wee. I'm just here for the fucking ride, and that's just the spirit, man. I love talking about this shit, man. I feel this shit makes me feel so good talking about this shit. I'm excited
yeah,
right now. It makes me just want
yeah.
to fucking work. I love talking about this shit, man.
It's inspiring, and yeah, I mean, I hear it a lot too, where it's like the music is just one vehicle, and then obviously the you know, different aspects around the music and building it up is where it's at. And that was dope. Like seven racks a show, man. Man, that's a dream come true. Shit. I be
That's what
doing a
I thought.
show. I be doing a show every other day or once a week or something.
That's what I thought, man. They when we got offered to go on tour with Ty Dolla Sign, and they only wanted to pay us
Ah,
five. They only wanted to pay us five. This is before he blew up, and they only wanted to pay us 500 a show. And that shit sounded good at the moment. I was like, shit, damn, we do 10 shows, we just made 5,000. But then I came back at them. I was like, we want 1,000 a show. So then they was like, it's kind of tight, but all right, we could do it. And then right after that was when the Drake shit popped off. And it was crazy because I had bumped into Ty Dolla Sign at the airport, and I didn't even say nothing to him because I felt like I was the shit around that time. I didn't even introduce myself to him. I was like, hey, you know, yo, I'm his manager. But it's just crazy how shit be happening. But now he's one of the hottest artists in the game as far as in the streaming game, and we kind of denied going on tour with him because we was on our high horse. But you just gotta go with the flow, man. You gotta just go with the fucking flow, man. You can't force shit. You gotta let opportunities just happen. You can't overthink this shit. You gotta count your blessings.
yeah,
Shit is gonna come to you, but it's up to you to create your platform. Like, you know, it's like go back to like whoever the greatest director, whatever film. It's like you have to take that first step. Like, and it's tough because you're gonna have to spend your money. You're not gonna have a lot of people behind you, but you can't overthink it, and you don't want to over budget this shit because this shit'll break you. Like, it is easy to spend too much money on a video, and you don't need to spend no fucking money if you don't really need to. I don't know. I don't have all the fucking answers, but just gotta go with the flow, go with your heart, and do what you can, and not get caught up in aesthetics too much and
yeah,
specifics because that's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna slow you down and go back to we don't have the luxury. Tupac said we don't have the time or luxury to be thinking about this, or that. We just got to be kind of doing. Um, and it's not. I'm not trying to say just do, because just doing could fuck you up. Just doing could fuck you up. But like I said, man, I don't know. I just been going with the flow, man, and I've been fortunate, and I've been trying to keep good spirits and good vibes and share good
yeah,
advice and be honest. And I think that's the most important thing. Like just being true, not thinking that the Tesla is going to make you win. You're going to make you win. Like you go back to falling asleep at the wheel. It's like, don't think the car is going to, the car might fuck up. If you depended on the car, it's like, you better stay awake and make sure that shit is going in the right direction. You can let it autopilot a little bit. You can let life autopilot a little bit, but
yeah.
if you're not conscious, that shit may crash off the road. So it's like, yeah, you were the real fucking machine. Everything else is just a tool. You know what I'm saying? You're the fucking machine.
Mm,
You let the tool try to run you. Should have fucking drive off a fucking cliff. You doze off. It go back to you, man. It's like you control this shit. You control life. Like, gotta start looking at life like that. Like you're the biggest.
mm,
You control time. You know, it's like timing. No, you are timing. You know what I mean?
Dang.
Don't let that car be your timing. That should have drive you, time your ass. The timing belt will pop. Your ass will be. I swear, man. I swear, I talk shit all night, man. For real.
That's hard. You grew up in LA or where you originally from?
I'm from Brooklyn, but I mean, I grew up in Brooklyn. My mom is from Ohio, so I've been
Or
between New York and Ohio. Lived in Florida, lived in fucking Arizona, lived in LA. I'm about to live in Texas for a bit. I just been experimenting with different places, and I've been going with the flow, man. I haven't let life take control of me. I've been going with the flow, man. I've been that feather in the wind, and I
or
push I push in different directions a little bit, but I just been going with the flow, and life is beautiful. Like everything's happening for a reason. I try not to overthink this shit too much, and I try to
yeah.
look at my blessings, and I don't have all of. I'm just going with the flow, man, and it's working out. It's working out, man.
Yeah, I mean, you making it probably sound easier than probably what it is, but I think you got it dialed in.
Hey, it's going, man. It's going. It's going.
Um, so it sounds like you're definitely in the music business. I mean, how does it feel? I mean, it for some reason, and I like that approach because it's kind of like for some reason there's like a almost like a stereotype of like how challenging it is to get in the business and break an artist or to break as an artist and all this other stuff. But I think the synopsis I got too is like just go for it and have fun with it
Yeah.
and kind of there. But and then with it's like content is king right now. It seems like you were saying, just being able to like build up the content and not be too critical of what you're creating. Because I know for me, that's kind of easy to do. It's kind of like, I mean, I grew up in LA, and so there's like the culture in LA is kind of like a status. It's like status
Yeah.
symbol. It's like you want to kind of present yourself in a certain way that what I mean. But yeah, I was just curious, like how it feels, just like what it means to be in the music business and to be successful at it and actually sustain a career um and push the culture forward.
It's a tough business. A lot of guys, a lot of my peers, they made a lot more money than I anticipated making. A lot of people I've been around, and a lot of times when we go into businesses with this financial goal instead of like these. I, well, I went into. I don't know. Sometimes when you go into things with, I don't know if I had a financial goal when I went into the business. I just kind of was doing it out of passion, and I don't know. Sometimes you don't reach your financial goals, but you may reach other goals that aren't financial, but you thought may have came with, like, okay, you may think, okay, you won a Grammy and you're gonna be a millionaire, but I don't know. It's like I've achieved everything I was trying to do in the music
Mhm.
business, and now I'm really trying to do it all over again. And a friend of mine told me, a good friend of mine, he's not even. The funny thing is about this guy, I never even met him face to face. We've been friends on the internet, and we talk on the phone, but I've never actually met this guy. A good friend of mine, his name is Dope Man, and I consider him my friend, even though we've never met face to face. And he tells me I'm hard on myself, and I need to appreciate what I've accomplished, because now at this point, all I'm trying to do is do it over again. So he's like, "Yo, you did it already.
Mm.
You're just trying to It's like Michael Jordan trying to win another ring, and it's just like you won, dog." And that's a lot of that's the problem we have. Like sometimes we reach a goal and we're trying to like they be
Mm-hmm.
trying to do it again. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I like it. I like the business. It's fun. I enjoy this business. I really enjoy it. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing it for status. I really like helping people. I really love building something from scratch and seeing it be successful. Um, I enjoy what I do, and that's why I've been successful, I think, because for a long time I didn't get paid for my work. And I never was like looking to get paid. I was more like happy with the experiences. And but now I'm getting older, and I'm like, I got a family to take care of. I'm not just doing this for experience. Like I got to do this to get paid. But then that's where the creativity gets fucked up, because now you're just doing something for money, and then it's like the passion isn't there. You're just there for the money, and that's why I'm like, damn, let me get into this real estate shit, because now I'm finding something that I'm passionate about, and I know when it pops, the money's gonna be great. Music business, sometimes shit pop, but the money isn't what you expected. But
Mm-hmm.
you get your reward, you get your awards, you get your trophies and shit. And it's like, I don't know. You just got to figure out what are you really doing it for? Are you doing it for the money, or are you doing it because you love it? If you really love it, then just do it, and the money will come. Anytime you're
Mm-hmm.
doing something that you're really passionate about, and you're really working hard, and you're good at it, the money's gonna follow. A lot of people in the business, because they see these guys, oh, he's just got a Ferrari, he's always showing money. It's like, nah, this shit ain't about money. Like, this is something I really like to do. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. And do you go into some of your projects like, because I mean, I've invested in like studio time, production. There's certain things, and like, I mean, if it's all right, here's kind of, I guess, the challenge too sometimes is like, so like in tech, right? It's like there's certain requirements you have to fulfill in order to apply for the role and
Yeah,
actually, you know, um, get offered the role and accept an offer. But there's a trajectory of, all right, you've got your education, you've got some experience, we like what you're saying, we like your resume. Here's a career path that you can get into. The challenge I find as an artist is that it's almost like it's almost like too much autonomy. There's so many different ways. Like it's not necessarily like you're applying for a job per se. You know what I mean? Like applying
yeah,
for a career. So it's kind of like real open ended. And then when you talk ROI, I know that's another challenge because if you're in real estate, it's all about the numbers and the
yeah,
ROI.
yeah.
It's different, but I was curious about that, and um I know we're probably approaching like the second hour here, but
Oh yeah,
that
yeah. This the longest
one,
one ever.
yeah, this would probably be my last question,
It's all
but
good.
it's a kind of a burning one though, because I'm like, man, like how do um I don't know, like wrap my head around it kind of thing.
Just like I said, don't get too old to where you get so caught up in aesthetics, man. Just do it for the passion. Like, do it because you
Yeah.
love doing it. And like I said, drop those videos, man. Show people what you're about. Do the vlogs. Show people what you're about. Show people your creative process, man. And just be real with it. It's nothing. Don't overthink this shit, man. Like don't overthink this shit, man. It's like you're making music because it makes you feel good. This is your passion. Don't overthink this shit, man. If you're able to make $1 off this shit at some point, then you're winning. Um,
Mm,
we're trying to make money off of sound. Sound is like you're trying to like go, oh, and someone buy that shit. Like that's the hardest shit to sell ever. Like this is a challenging business, and that's why I like it. Is that's why you like it too, because anybody can sell a house if you learn and you study long enough. Not
yeah.
anybody, but you can do it. It's music is more like no, this it's more it's more challenging. It's challenging, and as long as you're doing shit that challenges you, you're winning. Like I mean, we're humans. We're amazing. Like you're really the challenge is what I like. The challenge, like,
Mm.
damn, is this guy gonna make it? Am I gonna make it with my music? Are people gonna like this? You know, that's why we do it. Don't forget that. You're doing it, you're challenging yourself. You're trying to win at something that you probably won at everything else in your life. You were successful in basketball, you're successful at real estate, you got certain things in your life. You probably, I don't know if you're a millionaire or not, but I don't know. You to just be in a nice car is a lot of that's part of the American dream. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you've made it in certain aspects. You got a nice shirt on. That look like a nice shirt. You made it, man. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. Just do it, man.
Yeah.
Do it for the love, man. Do it for the love, and the money and all that shit is gonna follow. Like success, success is. It go back to success is subjective. Like I was at this party a few weeks ago, and I almost got into this debate with this guy because he tried to say we was watching old school rap videos or some shit on the fucking TV, and a old school Cash Money record song came on, then a Master P old school Master P video came on, and then he tried to tell me Master P wasn't as successful as Birdman, and then I got offended because I was just like, what do you mean? Like if there was no Master P, there probably wouldn't have been no Birdman. Like you can't compare people's success. Success is subjective. It's a personal thing. Like as far as I'm concerned, Master P and Birdman are equally successful. Now, if you want to talk about how much money the next man got, I'm not going to do that. Like, as long
Yeah.
as you're accomplishing what you want to accomplish, you're successful in my eyes. Like some people's success is just taking care of their family and driving a Camry and going to work every day and putting food on the table. It's like, who am I to say, oh, you're not successful? No, if you feel successful, you're fucking successful. Success is it's kind of a personal thing. It's like an opinion almost. So I don't know. Like I don't get too caught up in people's opinions and what people think is success. It's like you're doing what you love. You're making your music, you're making your videos. Man, if you could go out and you got 500 fans or 1,000 fans, you're fucking winning. You know what I mean? If you got 1,000 people that you really reach truly with your music and they're really bumping your shit, that's the beginning of it because music really spreads. It's like
Mm.
like a virus. So
Mm.
a lot of times people's music takes off after they fucking dead, and that's the sad part. Like Nipsey's
Yeah.
music didn't really take off till after he died. That's the fucked up part about music. Like,
Mm.
damn, when I was alive, yo really wasn't even bumping my shit. But then when I died, it is what it is. You know,
Uh,
sometimes a lot of this fucking success comes after we die. Are we doing this? We kind of want the money now, but it's a fucked up business, man. Music is definitely gonna last longer than like I don't know, like a house. You may have been successful in real estate. When you die, no one's gonna remember, oh, he sold this in that house, but they'll remember that song you made. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's a different level of success. You know what I mean? It's a different kind of game. So
Yeah.
I don't know, just don't get too caught up in it all. Just do you, man. Do what you feel. Make your music, man. Like don't if you can make some money off it, cool. You already found a way to make money in other ways. A lot of these motherfuckers are trying to just make money off the music, and they die just trying to make a hit song, and they never was able to get a Tesla because they were so busy just trying to get it. You know what I mean? It's like don't get
Yeah.
to don't let this shit stress you out, man. This shit's supposed to be fun, man. It's art. It's fucking
Mm.
art, man. It's fucking art. It's not supposed to be understood by everybody. It's not supposed to be liked by everybody. You're just looking for that one motherfucker who's gonna buy that painting that you did that cost you $100 to make for $10,000. You just looking for that one motherfucker, and if you can find that person, you're a successful artist. You don't need to sell it, man. You know what I mean? You can sell a
Mm.
fucking painting for $10,000 off of some paint and shit. You're fucking successful. I don't care if you just reach one person. So I don't know.
That's that's dope.
Just don't. Like I said, you call me any fucking time. Um, Anytime, call me. Check out that audiobook for real. Like, and give me a
Yeah.
call whenever. Like, like after this, I don't want to keep charging people to talk, but like reach out whenever, man. I'm here, man. I'm not like some fake person. And
Word.
obviously,
Word.
I got a family and I gotta take care of my family, but I mean, I enjoy talking to people who are passionate about their crafts and who don't mind
Yeah.
investing in themselves. So, I mean, just reach out whenever, man. We could talk. And
Word.
if you ever need, any advice or anything I could tell you to help, which,
Yeah.
just reach out, man. I'm here. It's like, man, I enjoy this shit, man. I see how we would talk for 2 hours and I ain't tripping, man. Like it's like just don't be scared, man. I want to see them videos. I want to see the 5 or 10 videos. I want to get some inspiration from your work. You know what I mean?
Word. Word. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, if it's cool, I'll share um a couple links to some music and to the one of the music videos that I have, if that's cool with you.
Man,
Um,
please do, man. I want to see, and like I said, man, I'm just here. I just want people to just live out their dreams, man. Like I swear, man, like I said, life is short, man. You gotta just do your shit, man. Do your fucking shit. My Uncle
yeah.
Birdsong, man, he passed away a few months ago, man. He said, man, work on your shit every day. Just
Mm,
do your shit, man. Just do your fucking shit, man. Just don't get
yeah.
too caught up in all that other stuff, man.
Yeah. No, I definitely you dropped a lot of gems and I took notes. I know I was kind of going in between different screens and I mean definitely I'm gonna check out the $1 million worth of game.
Yeah,
Dope
check out
Gilly the Kid.
checked out that fucking podcast. That last episode, they dropped so much knowledge, man. And I recorded this conversation on Skype. So what I'm gonna do is I'll back this up so you can listen to it again. If you don't mind, I want to put this on my channel. If you don't mind, I mean, if
It's
you want this to
cool.
be private, I can put this on the channel.
Nah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, thank you. I need to drop some new content. So yeah, man, like I said,
Yeah,
this, and hopefully like the people on my channel, they'll come subscribe to your channel, but you better have that content on there because they gonna leave you. They want that content, so have something for them to watch. But I'm gonna put this on the channel and like I said, reach out whenever. And
word.
like I said, hit me up, text me. And I'm here, man. I'm here, man. I enjoy this shit, man. Like I do this.
Yeah,
This is really for fun, man. I don't even do this for like money. Like this is, I enjoy doing this, but I don't want to just be talking, to everybody because everybody would just be calling and shit. I mean,
yeah.
shit. I gotta put something back into the pot. You know what I mean?
Well,
Fucking
yeah,
kid.
and then the
Yeah.
other person got to have some skin in the game, so it's all love and respect. And I mean, I've got an office in Orange County. I stay in IE. Grew up in LA, so I got a bunch of friends. So I mean, I'd be down to even go as far as you know what I mean, like ever at like a networking mixer event.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy that kind of stuff too. So like or whatever it is, So I've always envisioned going to the Grammys next year, so we'll see about that. But that's obviously ups, that's like the holy grail of the events. But it could even just be like, hey, here's a cool little mixer happy hour event, whatever it might
Hey,
be.
man.
But I'm down to, do something like that as well.
Whatever,
Um,
man, whatever you want, it's gonna happen, man. You just gotta just work towards it, man. And like next time I'm in LA, man, we could definitely link up, go get some lunch or something, go talk, man. I'm down. I'm down to build, man. I'm always looking for like-minded people to work with and converse with. So it's a pleasure, like building. Like I said, I'm here, man. Hit me up whenever. Like you got a friend over here, and
or
any advice I could share, man. I got you, bro. Like whenever, hit me
yeah,
up whenever.
yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. And it's like President or Presley.
Presley, Prez. Oh,
Yeah,
I got a lot of names, but yeah, he's Prez. Most people call me Prez. So yeah, hit
yeah,
me up whenever, man. Say my number.
yeah,
I text you my direct number and all that. So, it was thanks for the session, man. It's been a while since I dropped one of these. The last guy I spoke to, he didn't really want to put the conversation out, but we spoke about some good points. So I'm happy to put this out, and any value we could bring to people, I'm open to
yeah.
that, man. And like I said, just keep hustling, man. keep hustling and check out that audiobook because like I dropped some gems in that. And any advice I could give, man, after you check out the
Yeah.
book, hit me up
Is that an
whenever.
Audible
It's
or
on
you have it?
Audible. Yeah, it's on
Okay.
Audible. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely cop that because I'm in the car. I got like 45-minute commutes in
Oh
the
man.
morning and at night. So,
Check that out. Check that out. And like I said, any questions you got, just hit me up and I'll answer it. But yeah, I gave some good information. I'm not just trying to get you to buy the book. Like people have been, been getting a lot of good feedback from that. So yeah, hit
cool.
me up. Yeah.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, and looking forward to building this as well. Um, yeah, man, it's I mean, it's a big deal for me just to be able to connect like this, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely like build on a momentum for sure. After the night, it's on.
Like I said, any questions, man, just hit me up, man. If you need any help, anything, anybody I can connect you with, man, just let me know, man. I'm here.
Man, thank you, man, and yeah, and I'm sure definitely share some cool commonalities, and I'm working on some stuff on a real estate side, but that could be um definitely in the near future. But I'm interested in having a dialogue about that a little bit
Oh yeah,
later.
maybe you'll be able to help
So,
me with some of my deals. So maybe we could connect on some real estate deals because I just got in the business a few like 6 months ago. So I'm glad I
Word,
got someone else I could talk to if I could reach out to you, hopefully on that level. So yeah,
100%. Oh man. Well, it's a pleasure, and I'm honored, man, for sure.
thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah, man, and yeah, definitely. I don't want to hold you too longer.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's a
you
lot.
know,
It's like yeah, it's all good, but it's all good, man. We had a good session. So like I said, just hit me up whenever, man. I'll be here. Just text me. I see my direct number. So like I
I
said, I'm here.
appreciate
I'm here whenever.
real talk. Yeah, take it easy.
All right, man. Drive safe home, man. We got a long we got work to do, man. But it's all good, man. We're working towards it.
Yes, rock on.
All right, man. So yeah, hit me up, man. I'm gonna send you my direct number, and I'll send you the link to this video and the backup. But it's gonna be on my channel, so I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, man. Appreciate you, man.
Word up, word up. Enjoy. Yeah, yeah. I'm all in. Chips all in. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
All right, man. You too, man.
All right, peace.
Peace.